What's the best opportunity right now? Instead of doing some big fancy thing, I'm just going to read off my notes here and let you know what this is and what it's all about. See, I want to invite you to my Discord server where you can get the best opportunities in real time. My name is Nick Rutherford, and most people don't believe my stock predictions until they come true. In 2018, my number one stock was Nvidia. In fact, it's quite a bit higher than this picture here. About almost 3 times higher, not quite. And I opened my first position using my 7-factor screening process. I picked Nvidia as the best semiconductor stock, and it went on to become one of the most valuable companies in the world. On 7/18/18, I opened my first Nvidia position at a split adjusted price of around $63. Here you can see my open market buys. In 2019, my number one stock was Tesla. I bought it way back here, around where I have indicated this position open, and it went on to surge 2,300%. In 2019, using my 7-factor screening process, I picked Tesla as the best technology stock. It went on to surge 23x. On 6/04/2019, I opened my Tesla position. At a split adjusted price of $13. Here you can see my open market buy. In 2020, my number one stock was GameStop. I bought it way back before Wall Street bets because it had more cash than the market cap and more cash than debt. My system identified GameStop as a deep value and gained over 10,000% in 12 months. Here you can see my real open market buys back on 4/8/2020 and 7/21/2020. In 2021, my number one stock was NextGen Energy. I bought NextGen Energy way back in 2021 with some of the proceeds when I sold GameStop. And it went on to go up 315% in the past 5 years. My system identified this little-known mining stock, and in my portfolio, I doubled my money. In 2022, my number one stock was ExxonMobil. And I entered ExxonMobil back around the presidential election, and it's gone up 214% since then. My system identified this oil producer, and it gave me over a 200% gain in around 2 years. Here you can see my open market buys at 11/3/2020, 11/16/2020. In 2023, my number one stock was CoreCivic. My system identified a value stock that went on to give me a 40% gain in just a few months before I cashed in. You see that it doesn't matter what the sector is, or if it's a bull or a bear market or the market cap. There are opportunities everywhere when you know where to look. In 2024, my number one stock has gained 194%. This is the chart of it. I won't share the ticker here publicly because my research indicates the move has just started and I'm planning to buy more. Now, I still believe there's a potential for it to go up as much as 25 times from here. It's the most exciting opportunity I've seen yet, and I expect it could be my best stock pick of 2025 as well. Now, everyone always asks me, what are the best opportunities in the market? So I decided to launch a private Discord server to share my research. And in this video, I'll reveal how you too can join me and the other smart investors in my Discord server and get in on the action. See, there are lots of opportunities in the market when you know where to look. And now, with the big changes that are happening in Washington, it is creating more uncertainty than ever before on Wall Street. It can make even the most seasoned investors second-guess their decisions. I get it. I know it can be stressful, but if you're like me, you believe the path to true financial security isn't built on government checks or the interest from CDs at the bank. The proven, most reliable path to lasting wealth is through intelligent, strategic investing. But here's the challenge. What should you invest in? And when is the right time to buy? And when should you get out? That's exactly why I launched my private Discord channel to share my research to help equip ordinary investors with the knowledge, the strategies, and the insights needed to build serious wealth in the market, whether the market is bullish or bearish. Look, there's no shortage of so-called experts flooding you with the latest magic formula for overnight riches. Every day, a new guru pops up promising 10x, 50x, even 100x returns, usually while charging a hefty price for their, quote, secret. Some of them might have decent ideas, but let's be honest, those bold claims almost always benefit the person selling the system more than the person buying it. At the Rutherford Report, we do things differently. We don't chase hype. We don't rely on gimmicks. We don't make empty promises. Instead, we do the type of research I'd want to subscribe to if I was the reader. In fact, it's the very same research I use myself with my own money and my family's money. It's the type of research that every investor knows they should do, but they often don't have time to do it. And I figured that if my research can make you some money, you'd be happy to give me a tiny little sliver of that money to keep getting my research and save you a bunch of time and energy from doing it all yourself. See, I focus on rigorous analysis to find real opportunities, and I've uncovered some of the most overlooked yet powerful investments in the market. And when I prioritize giving my subscribers real value and long-term results, simply put, two things happen. First, I will build a strong, trusted business that stands the test of time, that finds me and my subscribers amazing investments. Second, our subscribers, people like you, see real measurable success in their portfolios as well. This approach has been the foundation from the very beginning, and it's why I'm publishing the Rutherford Report on YouTube, and it's why I've been publishing my Rutherford private research, and it's fast becoming a trusted resource for investors who want reliable, actionable insights without any of the noise. My commitment here is steadfast. I put in the long hours and watch the markets closely. I take responsibility to subscribers seriously because they aren't just customers. They include my friends, our family, and our colleagues. So, the next time you hear someone hyping up the next Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or can't miss opportunity, would you rather gamble on empty promises or get the same level of expert research and insights that stand behind real investments that I do in those of my family and friends? At Rutherford Private Research is designed to help you build, protect, and accelerate your wealth using proven but often overlooked strategies and ideas. But I don't just handpick you stocks. We give you a deep understanding of the markets, explaining what we're doing, why we're doing it, and the core principles that guide our decisions. Every month you'll receive specific, actionable insights aimed at helping you maximize returns while minimizing risk. Capitalize on the most lucrative trends across sectors like technology, energy, and beyond. We'll go everywhere. We're going to go where I want to find the money. Now, discover unconventional strategies beyond stocks that can protect and grow your wealth, and much, much more. Subscribers who have followed our insights have had the opportunity to achieve remarkable gains over time. And right now is the perfect time for you to get started. I'm opening it up to my YouTube subscribers, and it's all going to be available on my private Discord channel. Here's how it works. I find amazing opportunities using 7 factors that I'm about to share with you. I call these 7 factors Pegasus for short, because these factors have had an almost magical ability to find me investments that have given me higher returns with lower risk. Here are the 7 factors. 1, profitability. Every company wants to tell you how many billions of dollars they're making. But if they made $5 billion last year and it cost them $6 billion to do it, then they're losing money hand over fist. However, if it costs them anything less, then that's exactly what I'm looking for, a profitable company. I only want to invest in companies that will make me money. Now, 2, economic moat. Is the company a proven leader? Or is it a new rising star? If it's the biggest and the best in the industry, it gets my approval. If it's a rising star, I'll watch it, but I'm hesitant to invest until it proves it can sustain its competitive advantage. Anything else, I just ignore it. I only want to invest in companies that have a clear edge over their competitors so my investment doesn't lose money, or at least gives me the best chance of not losing money. Next, growth potential. Does the company have good prospects for the future? Or is its growth flatlined? Or is it slowing down? Or is the whole industry in decline? If a company has a bright future, it's exactly what I'm looking for. On the other hand, if a company's growth has stagnated, or if it's in a declining industry, it's likely to not offer me the type of returns I'm looking for, and it may even lose me a lot of money. Next, alignment. Are the executive interests aligned with those of the shareholders? If the CEO and top executives own significant amounts of company stock, it's a good sign. They have skin in the game. And if management's compensation is tied to long-term business and stock performance, it means they're likely to make decisions that will benefit all shareholders. However, if there are signs of misalignment, such as excessive executive perks, or short-term profit focus, or extracting as much money as they can from the company without focusing on shareholder returns, then it's a huge red flag. Next, number 5, strong management. A company's success heavily relies on its leadership and management team. Are they experienced and capable, or are they new and unproven in the industry? Have they been successful before? If the management team has a proven track record of executing their strategic vision and adapting to market changes, it's a strong positive. Conversely, companies with frequent management turnover or inexperienced leaders often struggle, making them riskier investments. 6, undervaluation. Undervaluation is all about paying less for something than you'll get in the future. After all, you have to sell it to someone. If you don't buy something for less than it's worth, you won't make money. Think of buying Apple stock in the early 2000s. Investors who recognized its potential and undervaluation reaped significant rewards. When you buy an undervalued business and the market realizes it, you get bigger gains as a result. However, overpaying for an investment can lead to disappointment or huge losses, as there's limited upside and a higher risk if the market adjusts downward. I always look for investments where the current price is lower than what my research tells me the company is worth. 7, sustainability. A great investment isn't just about making money today. It's about a company's ability to keep making profits and getting better over time. If a company can continually adapt, innovate, and improve, it should be a good investment. However, if a company can't maintain its profitability or adapt to changes in the market, it might face decline, leading to reduced investor confidence and lower stock prices that end up losing investors' money. Sustainability is a requirement if I want to continue to make money in the future. If an investment meets all 7 of my factors and it checks the boxes in all 7 pieces of Pegasus system, I know that this is an investment I should make. It's got the best chance of being safe and secure investment. It's one that's most likely not going to lose me any money overnight, or if it does, it'll only be a little bit. And I'm confident that the investment is set to grow so that it has the potential to give me high returns with that low risk. The magic combination everyone's looking for. If it has 6 out of the 7 factors, it goes on my watch list. Or maybe I'll buy the dip and, maybe I'll just dip my toe in. Not necessarily going to buy the dip. I could buy the dip. Just reading too fast here. And if what it looks like for a short time turns out to look a lot better, well, I'll keep my eye on it and decide if I want to jump in more or if I want to pull my money out. This way, I mitigate my possible losses and I maximize my potential returns. This just means if something looks pretty good, maybe I'll open a tiny position. I'll add more later if my research indicates it's great. Or I can cut my losses and get out of it if things look bad. If anything less than 6 factors from the Pegasus system, I don't invest. I don't care what Wall Street experts are predicting because even the supposed top experts are wrong like 60% of the time. I stay away from it. Sure, companies may turn around and I may even be proven wrong, but I stick to Pegasus because it has made me larger gains without any substantial losses, and my investments make me higher returns with less risk as a result. Now, I can sit here and teach you everything about Pegasus, let you watch over my shoulder, spend hours a day doing everything alongside me. It takes a lot of work to research these 3 factors for each investment, and I got to watch all the markets. But you're a busy person and you have a lot of time to do in your normal life. You don't want to sit there spending hours and hours with me poring over the data, reading the reports, listening to earning calls, watching charts, keeping up on the market, and all that stuff. So instead, I want to invite you to let me do it for you. Look, I'm doing it for myself anyway. And it's not a whole bunch of extra work on my end to share my investment picks and what I'm doing, what I'm investing in, and why inside my Discord with all of my research. So if you're interested, go to www.rutherford rutherfordwealthreport.com/join and become a member of Rutherford Private Research. I've linked the link below in the description of the video as well. Here's what you're going to get. You're going to get my Rutherford Private Research newsletter, the Rutherford Private Research Portfolio, and free access to my private Discord server. What does that look like? I'm going to show you now. So I want to just quickly go through everything that you're getting here. I'm setting this up right now in the Discord channel. You can see we've got a lot of people in here. And once you check out, you're going to just email me and I'm going to get you your private setup link and everything. And you're going to get in the Discord channel. You're going to start here. There are going to be announcements. There's going to be videos about learning topics. I'm going to have this entire category of Rutherford Private Research where I post my private videos for paying subscribers only. Then I'm going to have a different section with live investment updates. I'm also have this section here called Macroeconomic Updates. And every month I publish a market commentary. I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second. Now, also, there's going to be a general chat. There's going to be a chat for investment ideas where you can post investment ideas and a chat for you to ask questions. This way you can get feedback on different investments and ask me questions. Next, there's going to be a core portfolio. I'm going to show you all of the core holdings for Rutherford Private Research. And anytime that changes, I'm going to tell you what I'm investing in and why. And there's also going to be other investments to consider. So these might be investments that are at a good price right now, but I don't really think that they're have a place in my portfolio today, but they're worth consideration. This way, there's always something, like if I see something good, I'm going to share it with you. This is really about helping you shortcut everything and getting you the best data possible. So you've already seen some of the analysis videos I've done on YouTube, and inside the Discord channel, I'm going to share the analysis of stocks that I think are worth considering buying and stocks that I'm currently holding. And the other thing I want to show you here is the monthly market commentary that I'm going to put out based on the economic data, the macroeconomic data that I'm watching very closely. So here's just one of the latest reports. I have a summary of the market according to the data that I'm seeing. I'm going to talk about whether I'm bullish or bearish and the reasons why. I'm going to talk about my current positioning in the market, the biggest risks that I see in the market, and just the supporting data that I'm seeing, and what I think comes next. My next market prediction based on the data, and my conclusion based on the data, and how I'm positioning myself to either protect my money or profit based on the data. And I do this by studying the past and looking at the economic data to match it up with times there have been recessions. So if I see the data looking like a recession today, then I'm going to say, well, the data looks like there's a recession today. It's time to start protecting my portfolio and to start hedging. If the data looks good, if it doesn't match up to past recessions, then I'm going to be entirely bullish. And that's really how I get whether I'm bullish or bearish in my overall positioning. You can't find information like this anywhere else. This is my own private research I put behind my personal investing, and as part of an introductory membership, you can get started today just for $9.97 per year, or $97 per month. My goal with this offer is to show you some of the best work at the lowest possible price. This just helps me cover all of the expenses that I got to do, and it's a great benefit for my subscribers. Go directly to rutherfordwealthreport.com/join or click the link in the description of the video. Now, a lot of people might say, Nick, why are you sharing your picks? Well, it doesn't hurt me in any way because I'm going to invest. I'm invested. I'm going to tell you at the same time I'm invested. So it's not going to affect my investing anyway. It just helps me make more money and I can help you make more money, and then we can all win together. All right, look, anytime you invest money, there's risk, right? What if it doesn't work? What if it's not as good as he said? What if Nick is just saying some stuff that sounds good? So let's look at the best case and the worst case scenario. Best case, you sign up now and take part in Rutherford Private Research. You get on the private Discord channel, you discover what could be the next big thing in the markets, and you are now able to make moves with clarity and confidence. But what about worst case? Well, worst case, we've now helped investors get the research they needed. But there's always some people that just aren't a good fit. And if that's you, that's okay. So if unfortunately that happens, no worries. Just test out Rutherford Private Research, get on my Discord, and for 30 days, look at it, test it all out. If you don't like it, I'll give you a complete refund. Just send me an email. I'll buy everything back from you at the full price that you paid. This way, there's no risk. The only risk is that you don't like it and then you just tell me it's not for you. This way you get to try out everything that's now helped investors just like you finally experience the clarity and the confidence that amazing research can bring you. So where do you think we should go from here? If you'd like to test out Rutherford Private Research, get in the Discord, go directly to rutherfordwealthreport.com/join or click the description of this video and click the link in the video to go over to my website. If you have any questions, you can email me directly. I look forward to seeing you inside and I look forward to you joining. And